Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. I hope all is well with you today and thank you for clicking on this pick a card reading. So in this video we're going to be looking at your person's thoughts about you today. Okay, so this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you. So within these last 24 hours, or depending on what time of day you're watching this, if you're watching this at the end of the day, this will be, the daytime. But we're talking about the previous 24 hours up until this point that you're watching this now, okay? So what have they been thinking about you? So all you need to do is choose one of the three images on your screen. Feel free to pause the video here if you need some time to make your choice. And once you've made it, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. Okay, so let's get into your reading now. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Hi, Group 1. So let's take a look at your person's thoughts about you today. Okay, so what have they been thinking about you today or this previous 24 hours? Okay, your person, what have they been thinking about you, Group 1? Okay, we've got Goddess of the Moon. What have they been thinking? Woman holding a heart. Indecision. Ooh, and then woman holding a coin. Now this is interesting. We've got three divine feminine energies coming through here. Okay, so it feels like your person's thoughts about you are pretty multifaceted. Okay, so one second, I just want to straighten everything up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so it's like, I feel like they're thinking that you are in a very secure place. Like you seem very stable. You seem like you have your stuff together. Like you're in control. You're in control of your life. You're in control of your impulses. Like you're in a good place. They may be thinking about your finances. So for instance, if you've posted a photo or they've seen you somewhere, they think that you have dressed super nicely, or maybe the last time that they saw you. Okay, or this could be something else that you've posted in relation to money, or something else they may have found out about you when it comes to your financial position. Okay, but they definitely see you being in this very practical and calm energy. Now, you may not be feeling this way inside or feel like you've shown this to them, but they're definitely seeing you in that way. But also, they feel like you're not really giving them a lot. Like you're not giving them a lot of your heart, you're not giving them a lot of your emotions, or actually that you're not giving them anything. Okay, so they may be confused here with this indecision about where they stand with you and how you really feel. Okay, because they may even be seeing different sides of you and they're not sure which side they're either going to get. I'm getting some strong Gemini energy coming through here, as well as Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which you may resonate with. But they're definitely seeing this back and forth when it comes to you. So it may even be like you're giving them mixed messages, like you're behaving in one way towards them, then you're behaving in another way. And so they can't quite work out like how you feel or where they stand with you. Okay, they're definitely very confused. Now, for some of you that know that you're in a love triangle situation, this could also be confusion about you and another person. Okay, but that will only resonate for those of you that know you're in a love triangle. Okay, so please disregard that if that's not for you. But because we've got all of this feminine energy here, I just get that sense that there's fluidity here and that your person may flip between you and somebody else. But that, like I said, that's only if you know that that's the situation you're in, or if you highly suspect that. Okay, but as a whole, in terms of their thoughts about you, they're definitely very confused. Okay. Sorry if you can hear any of the background noise. There's scaffolding going on in the building opposite me. Hopefully it's not being picked up on the mic, but anyway, if you're wondering if you can hear this like crashing and banging going on, that's what it is. Now, we also have the Goddess of the Moon, which I haven't touched upon yet. So I'll get to that in just a moment. So I'm just going to pull some more cards here. So Pluto, what are their thoughts about you today? Okay, what are their thoughts about you today, Group 1? Cancer. What are their thoughts about you today? The Sun. and then Ascendant. Okay. I feel like your person is thinking about your physical appearance a lot today. Okay, so again, maybe this is because you've just seen them, or maybe, like I said, you've posted a photo, but maybe there's nothing that you've done externally to trigger this. This just may be something that they're actively thinking about, because maybe that's something that they really like about you. They definitely see you as somebody that stands out. You shine a light, okay, with the sun. Like, you are somebody that, I don't know, I feel like they see you as having a lot of attention, or getting a lot of attention from other people. Okay, so I do feel like there's a slight bit of intimidation here because of also this Pluto energy. I feel like there's something to do with the power and control issues that they're trying to deal with here. And this may be that flip-flopping energy that I was picking up on, because in one moment they feel like you make them really happy with the sun, you make them feel joy, you make them feel a sense of peace when things are good, but then when things aren't going their way, when their expectations are not met by you, they start to lose their mind. They start to feel like they've lost power over the connection. And there's a part of them that feels that they need to regain it in some way. So depending on how they're acting towards you, this may have something to do with, this power issue, this struggle that they have, this need for them to be on top in some way. But yeah, I definitely feel like they're thinking about how you look. I feel like they're very attracted to how you look. Maybe this is something you're aware of, maybe not, but I definitely feel like that's something that's consuming their thoughts about you today, is how you look. Okay, so they may actually be looking at your pictures or reminiscing about how you looked the last time you were together, or, they're picturing your face, they're picturing your body. Like, they're obsessed with how you look, okay? And I'm not saying that this doesn't run deeper than that, but again, this is their thoughts about you today, okay? We're not going into their feelings, what this is going to be. I'm just sticking within this realm. I have lots of other pick a card readings that go into their feelings and where this connection is going, etc. But in their thoughts about you today, they're thinking about your appearance, but I also feel like they're thinking about seeing you in person, okay? They want to see you in person. I'm just having a sip of my coffee. Okay, they're wanting to see you in person. That's for sure, okay? Comment a bird emoji, by the way, if this is resonating with you at any point during the reading. If you don't want to write anything too long, or just let me know, because it helps me to know I'm on the right track. So just pop any kind of bird emoji in the comments, okay? But I also feel like they may be thinking about asking you out. They may be like, because they want to see you, they feel like they may need to invite you somewhere. Okay, so you may receive an invitation from this person. That's a possibility here, but they're definitely thinking about seeing you in person. Now, we do have the Cancer energy as well as the Pluto, which is all very emotional. Scorpio, which is very deep, transformative, and Cancer, which is very kind, sweet, and nurturing. So I feel like they see you as having so many different sides to you, because even though I feel like you're not showing them much of your kindness or emotion right now, they know that you have that within you. Maybe you've shown that to them previously, but you've withdrawn. Or maybe they see the way that you interact with other people, or if you're kind towards animals, or if you are someone that advocates for human rights, or you do something where it shows your sweet side, your kind side. But again, it's like they're not seeing it directly from you, but it almost intrigues them more because they know it's there. They know that you have that very loving side to you. And I feel like there's a part of them that wants to dig deeper to try and get that from you. But it may be because of how they've been with you, how they've acted towards you, that's made you close down. Or maybe this is how other people have treated you, group one, that's made you have to shut your emotions down and not be as sweet and kind, because maybe you've been taken advantage of for this in the past. So your person isn't sure why you're being this way exactly with them. I feel like they have their own suspicions, but things aren't set in stone. Okay, this is why I feel like they're confused as well, because they're going back and forth because they don't have any actual evidence of this. This is all just speculation on their part. And what does speculation create? Intrigue, curiosity. So this is definitely making your person more into you because they can't quite work you out. Okay, they know that you have this multifaceted personality and they want to see it from you, but they just don't feel like you are demonstrating that to them right now. Now, this goddess of the moon, the goddess of the moon in reverse. So they may also think that you don't follow your intuition. Maybe they feel like they've been sending you signals or signs, getting you to kind of open up, but you are not playing ball with them. But I get the sense on your side that either you feel totally ignorant to this, like you haven't seen any signs, or you don't feel like they've been giving you signs. Okay, or that maybe you are seeing signs, but you're choosing to focus on yourself. You're choosing to turn that focus from outward towards them, inwardly towards yourself. Okay. Let's see. What are they thinking about you today, group one? What are they thinking about you today? Okay, so we've got the Chariot, which is double Cancer energy. Okay, and again, this doesn't surprise me. Charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. So they do want to come towards you and they want to charge towards you quite powerfully. Even on the bottom of the deck, I've just seen the Lion. Look, they're feeling this incredible desire, but I also feel like it's frustrating to them. Because again, they may be unsure as to the reception they'll get if they do actually reach out. But in terms of their thoughts about you today, we've got celebrations. You are ready to bring in new and exciting things into your life. So this might be that there is a celebration. It could have been yours or their birthday very recently that they're thinking about. Maybe you didn't reach out to them, or maybe you didn't live up to the expectation of what they wanted you to do. Or again, this could be reverse energy. Maybe they weren't able to live up to the expectations that you had of them. But there's something here about them wanting to give you a gift, okay? I feel like this is very physical. So in their thoughts of you today, they are thinking about how they can work their way into your life or back into your life if this is an on and off or an X type of connection, okay? They're thinking about what they can do to win you over. So, and especially because they do see you as somebody that is, well put together. You give this old money vibes. You may come from money, or they may think that you come from money, or this wealthy background, or that you, again, just have this kind of wealthy, well put together aura. Well put together aura didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. So they may feel like that is the way to your heart, or that is the way that they're going to win you over. They may think that your love language is gifts to show I care. Now, of course, again, this may not be true, group one. I'm not saying it's true and this is actually what you want from them, but this is just what they're thinking. They think that you have incredibly high standards and they're not sure whether they can actually meet them, but I get the sense from them that they want to try. All that glitters. See, there it is. All that glitters is not gold. So I do actually feel for you, group one, that maybe you do like gifts and that is one of your love languages, but I don't feel like it's actually the top thing that you would want from them. I feel like you in your purest state, you would just want physical touch, okay, or affection or words of affirmation, something that is more innocent, sweet in nature. Like that's what you really want from them, or quality time. You just want to spend that quality time with them. So they're not seeing things that clearly right now. And this may also be what has potentially been holding them back if they've been very cold or quiet with you, that they don't feel good enough, or they feel like they're going to have to live up to your expectations, your perceived expectations. So it's something about them not seeing things that clearly here. Higher power. Wow. So your person is thinking also today that they do feel like there's something divine about your connection. Okay, now I don't know how spiritual your person is. Okay, hold on one second, make sure that I can see things looked a bit askew. But it's like you may have helped them to open their eyes, okay, to believe in the unknown, the things that aren't tangible through this connection, okay? They're definitely receiving some signs, But even like some synchronicities, like they're seeing similarities within you. Like, even for instance, I know this is going to be very specific for some of you, but they may see like maybe you have the exact same number of people following you, or you're following the same amount of people, or you have the same amount of likes on your most recent photo, or something. I know it seems strange, but something like that, something to do with numbers. Now, this could also be number synchronicities. They're seeing fours are coming through here. Okay. They could be seeing fours, but they could be seeing other number synchronicities that they feel like connects to you in some way. Okay. But they do feel in some way they are being guided towards you. They feel it on a deeper level. So even though, especially at the beginning, it felt like what was coming through was more superficiality, what you look like, there is something deeper that's going on here. And I feel like your person realizes that. Even though, for instance, it may be the first thing they think, they start thinking about your looks, but then they realize that it runs deeper than that. They're like, well, I found other people attractive before, but this feels different. This feels deeper in some way. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through here, group one. Your person's thoughts about you today. What are your person's thoughts about you today? Okay, so we've got get wild. Okay. Versatility. We've got a cannabis looking leaf here. So maybe that's something, I don't know, that they would like to do with you, to smoke some cannabis together. Maybe they know that that's something you enjoy. Maybe that's something they enjoy, but they'd want to share it with you. Okay, could be. But it's also given me very earthy energy. So it's like they do want something practical with you. They do really want to spend quality time with you. So again, even though they may use gifts or they may think that that's the way to get your attention, ultimately, it's because they do just want to spend time with you, okay? Whether it's just, like I said, sitting and smoking together, drinking together, or doing nothing, just being in bed or watching movies, okay? Because this gives me that sort of dreamy, imaginative quality as well. So they just want to do things where you're just at one with one another. Like, not even necessarily talking, like, so I'm not really getting much mercurial energy coming through. There's not a lot about communication coming through here. I feel like, if anything, communication is more of a means to an end with your person. Like, of course, they like to talk at different points, but it's not the be all and end all for them. I feel certainly when it comes to you and your relationship. So they may feel like they have to talk to you in order to be able to see you and spend time with you, but that's not what they really seek out. Okay, I don't feel like your person is seeking out an intellectual connection with you. Now, again, not to say that you're not intellectual or that they aren't intellectual, but again, every relationship can serve a different purpose. Because if, for instance, this person is intellectual and they use their mind all the time, and they've got a very high pressured mental job, for instance, they may not want to be discussing heavy things or going into a lot of detail or discussing a lot of things with their romantic partner. They may use, they want their romantic partner as an escape from that. So again, obviously it's completely individual from person to person, relationship to relationship. But yeah, it feels more like they just want to be around you, group one. They just want to be around you. They just want to feel your energy. They want to actually feel you, your body. They want to touch you. And again, not just in an 18 plus way, but in quite a sweet, nurturing way. I mean, they do want to get wild with you. Okay. I do feel like they want to have fun. Again, lots of 18 plus fun I'm sensing here. But I also feel like this is about, maybe going out, socializing together, spending time with mutual friends, or creating mutual friends together. Okay. Doing things that are, a little bit out of the norm. Okay, they want to do those kind of mundane things with you as well. But again, it's like there's something about escapism for your person. They see you as an escapism. So yeah, they can be a bit of a fantasist at times. So just something to be aware of with your person. They can be like that. So they, again, are not always grounded in reality. They don't always see things that clearly as to how they really are. But they see you as being somebody that can help them escape the parts of their life, or even the parts of themselves that they don't want to deal with right now. Okay, so definitely a lot of fantasies your person is having about you today, a lot of wild fantasies. Okay, but let's see what else is coming through. Your person's thoughts about you today. Oh wow, the Two of Cups. Wow. Okay, so there are definitely reciprocal feelings here. Okay, so I feel like this is a mirroring going on, like what you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. Okay. And I do feel like this is them thinking they want to come together. They do. They may even be thinking that they love you. Okay. Now, of course, it depends. It's going to be individual for everybody. Just check in with yourself. Obviously, if this is somebody you've just met, it may not be at that level yet. Okay. But even for your person, like I said, they can be a little bit delusional at points. So even if this was quick, maybe, yeah, they're thinking, because this is, again, their thoughts. We're not looking at their actual feelings. Obviously, feelings can trigger thoughts, though. Emotional feelings can trigger their thoughts. But I get the sense for them that it's like they're imagining, look at this one-on-one energy. Even though they may want to socialize later on with other people, I feel like they really just want that one-on-one time, just you and them. Okay, that's what they're thinking about today. They want you. They just want it to be you and them alone. Okay, they definitely want that alone time with you. Again, look, we've got more twos coming through here. Two of Pentacles. Now here, this in reverse, this is them struggling to juggle something right now. Okay, so they may be struggling to actually juggle the thoughts they're having about you, as well as the activities and routine, the responsibilities they have got going on today. They may be struggling with that. Okay, but again, for those of you, just check in with that, know you're in a third party energy. This could also be that as well, that they are like struggling with the juggling of you and this other person. But as I said, just disregard if you know it is not third party. Okay. Whoa, Six of Cups. This is unbelievable. Wow. Okay, the Justice card reversed. So yes, so for the third party energies over here, they may actually be thinking about splitting with that person. Okay, because this can represent an ending, a separation. Okay, so they may be thinking that this is the way that they can be with you properly, is to end this connection. So that's a very strong possibility for those of you in a love triangle. Now, for those of you that aren't in a love triangle, or even if you are, okay, they still miss you. There's something about missing you and longing for you. They are longing for you. And like I said, there's a lot of fantasies. They want to spend that sweet quality time with you. Like, it's very, very cute energy. So it's like they want to just do really nice things for you. I'm seeing them like feeding you grapes, something like that. It's super, super sweet. But yeah, regardless, they are feeling like something just, it doesn't feel fair. Okay, so they may feel like what's going on between the two of you isn't fair right now. They're not happy with like the current state of your situation. Okay, they're unsatisfied with it. But I feel like it's actually their fantasies that keep them going, which in one way is good for them, but in another way it actually hinders them because it stops them from always taking action. Because the fantasy is the safe place for them. The fantasy is the place that they want to be in. That's the place that they choose to be in. But when it comes to actually taking action in the 3D, I feel like this perhaps is one of their downfalls. Certainly when it comes to your connection. Okay, but just now I'm going to get some final message cards here for you. That was too many that jumped out. Okay, right. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, if you want to get more information on a personal level, the link to my website is in the description box below. Okay. I don't react when people mention you. Their thoughts about you today. I know I messed up everything and I wish I could take back my words. Okay, so your person is having some regret today. Okay, they feel like they have screwed up. They screwed things up with you. They've messed you around. They said the wrong thing. They did the wrong thing. And they wish they could take it back. I feel like this is them wishing they could go back in time and fix things here. Okay. Because again, it's like they're seeing you as somebody that is very high value. Now, maybe they didn't see your value in the beginning, but they're certainly seeing it now. Okay. This may be because of how you've been acting towards them, but they're definitely having regrets about how they acted. But I do feel like they're actually keeping this connection to themselves right now. Okay, I feel like they're keeping it all inside. So I don't feel like they're sharing much about how they feel or actually anything about how they feel because they're not reacting when people mention you. Okay, so they may have actually been talking about you today or somebody may have mentioned your name to them today, but they just bypassed it as if, they didn't say it. Okay, they tried to move the conversation on. because they, yeah, in some way they feel like they need to keep this all in. They don't want to share how they feel to other people. Now, maybe that it's because there is a hidden aspect to this, or it's maybe because they're embarrassed, or they feel some kind of shame or doubts because maybe they're worried that it'll be passed on to you and they're trying to save face in some way. Okay, this could be about their ego. Their ego may be bruised, so they may be trying to, again, save face and pretend like they don't care. Now, this could also be like if they've seen you, like I said, on social media or something, they couldn't be not reacting towards you right now. But it's crazy because what's really going on beneath the surface is incredibly intense and very powerful. Okay, they are thinking about you a lot today, and their mind has been very fluid in their thoughts. They've been going from, thinking about you physically to thinking about you emotionally to thinking about the future, what they want. So a lot of intense energy coming from your person today. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if you have had a recent interaction or there's been something that has triggered them. Okay. But anyway, this is what I see for you, group one, for how your person is thinking, what they're thinking about you today. Okay, so I really hope that it made sense. And please do comment below if it did. I would love to know what you have to say. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, link is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group two. So let's take a look at what your person is thinking about you today. Okay. So what is your person thinking about you today? What are their thoughts? What are their thoughts about you today? Okay, so we have rest and rejuvenate. The thinking man. Oh, the third eye. No, not the third eye. The third chakra, the solar plexus. And then the action card in reverse. Okay. So group number two, your person, they're a little bit up and down, I would say, in their thoughts about you today. Okay, because it's like one moment they're not thinking about you, I feel like they're in this quite restful place. They may be meditating. They may be taking some time out. Okay, because here, this thinking man in reverse, I feel like can be some overthinking at times. So they may have actually been overthinking this connection at points, but it's like today they feel like they've had to put a stop to that. Okay, now, like I said, this isn't talking about their feelings or what they want or what they were thinking yesterday or what they're going to think, but this is now. Naturally, thoughts do shift and change. But it feels like from your person, there's something about a confidence issue here where they feel like they've had to detach somewhat, okay, because it was causing them a great deal of pain and a great deal of stress. So they feel like they've had to withdraw in some way. Now, they may also be thinking about you withdrawing from them. So if you know that you've taken a step back from them, they're definitely thinking about that. And they may be using that as a way to actually detach from you. If they're thinking that you are not interested in them, they may decide, okay, I need to move on or I need to let this go. Okay, but I'm going to have to get more information about this now for you, group two. What is your person thinking about you today? What is your person thinking about you today? So here we go, square, semi-square, the tension aspect in astrology. So it's very, very powerful. Okay, so this is them, this toing and froing going on here. I feel like I said, they're trying to be calm, but think about it. If you have to try to be calm, what place are you coming from? Anger, frustration, worry, obsession. All of these aspects are like the opposite of peace and rest. And so you wouldn't be fighting with yourself if you naturally just felt peaceful and restful about it. You'd just be feeling that way. There would be no fight. So the fact that your person, I feel like, is fighting their thoughts shows that they're not finding it easy. Okay, so even though they may actively be trying not to think about you, think about it. It's like the pink elephant. Try to not think about a pink elephant. What do you picture? A pink elephant. So yeah, I feel like your person is trying very hard to remove themselves from you. Okay, so I'm not sure what's gone on here between you recently, but in some way they feel like they need to focus on the practical things in their life. Now, we've got the Sagittarius energy here. They may be traveling a lot. They may travel for work, or maybe they're traveling for pleasure, or maybe they're seeing you traveling. Okay, for instance, if you are traveling and maybe you're posting about it, they may be wanting to shy away from that. They may not be wanting to look at what you're doing, okay, because that may be triggering to them. Okay, so for those of you that you are the ones that's on the move, or you're moving, you're doing a lot of things, you're posting a lot. If they're not watching or engaging with it, that's why, because it doesn't make them feel very confident and they're worried about what they may see. Okay. But for others of you, like I said, this might be them that is on the move. They're traveling and they're trying to keep themselves busy and occupied. Because of the 6th house as well, it's the house of Virgo. So it's the house of service, doing things, okay? Whether this is helping out other people, doing things for yourself, obviously working in your job or cleaning your house, organizing things. So it feels like they're very much trying to keep themselves busy right now. They are trying to occupy their mind because they don't want to think about you. Excuse me. 1 second, I just need to cough again. Sorry about that. Let's have a sip of my coffee. Okay. But now we do have the card of Venus, which is the planet of love, relationships, as well as those things we take great pleasure in. So I do feel like there is something more to this, okay? But like I said, your person is really trying to detach. They're trying very hard to let go at this moment. So I do feel like your connection has caused them pain, because again, they wouldn't be trying to change things or distract themselves if they were okay with what was going on, okay? So let's just get some more information about their thoughts of you today. Group 2, your person's thoughts about you today. Man holding a heart. Victory in reverse as well. How is your person feeling about you today? Oh wait, that was not the deck I wanted to... I've already started with that deck. Oh well, that's obviously what I felt called to do. I'm going to grab this deck. What are their thoughts of you today? What are their thoughts of you today, group 2? Rebuild. Oh. Oh, and then the 5 of Wands, challenging times. So, yeah, your person in some way feels like they've lost a battle here. They've lost the fights. They've lost the willpower to keep going. That solar plexus chakra can represent that too in reverse. There's a lack of balance. I almost feel with your person that they feel like it's like fighting a losing battle with you. That there's just no point, like they can't give any more to this because they don't feel like they're going to get anywhere. Now, I'm not saying that this is true, because you may open up your arms to them if they came towards you. You may be, wanting to speak with them, wanting to connect with them on a deeper level, but it may be their own insecurities or confidence issues, or maybe even their own ego here that is getting in the way. They may have too much pride in order to actually step forwards and say something to you, okay, or to actually allow themselves to think about you. But it's like today they are feeling very deflated, okay? They are feeling like things aren't working. They don't feel like they're going to be able to rebuild things because, again, they feel like they've lost. So they may see you as being interested in other people, okay, or that you have other options. Now, whether you do or you don't doesn't matter, but your person is definitely suspecting that there are other people that they may have to fight to gain your attention from. Now, your person, I do feel, has a very competitive nature to them. And so it's not the fact that they don't want to fight for you, but I feel like in their eyes, they're not going to enter a competition if they don't feel like they've got a chance at winning. Okay, and that's almost how they feel about this situation. They feel like if they don't have a chance with you, or another chance, if this is like a on-off connection or a past connection, they may feel like they're not, like at this moment in time, you're not going to give that to them, okay? So again, this might be catalyzed from the way that you've been acting towards them lately, okay? Or the way that they see other people acting towards you. But I see them thinking that you're incredibly beautiful, okay? Because you represent Venus for them. They see you as being this, this goddess or this god-looking type of person. So they do see how amazing you are, how beautiful you are. And they just assume that you have many different people to choose from, okay? So again, whether that is true or not, I feel like it is true, okay? I feel like you do have a lot of people after you, but you may not be interested in them because you're here watching this reading about this person, okay? But yeah, your person, I feel like, they're afraid, okay? So they are keeping a level of emotional distance, I feel, at this time, okay? In terms of their thoughts, they're trying not to go there. They don't want to go into, why is group 2 being this way, or why am I not with group 2, or whatever those reasons are for your person, okay? I feel like this is them, like, I can't think about group 2 today. I've got to be able to move forwards because this is too painful for me. This is causing me too much stress. So you have a crazy impact on your person that I don't think you know the full extent of. Wow. I mean, there it is. Breathe. So yeah, today they are taking a breather, okay? Which I appreciate may be a bit disappointing because I'm sure, you want this person to be thinking of you in whatever context. But like I said, this is just their thoughts today. And the thing is, you can't... Each day is going to be different. And you want your person, if you really care about them, you love them truly, you want them to be focused on their own goals as well. You want them to focus on their life and not be sort of too twisted up about your connection. But I mean, we've got why. I feel like they were thinking about you at the beginning, okay? Whether this is the beginning of the day, obviously it depends what time of day you're watching this. But I feel like like 24 hours ago, they were thinking about you and they were questioning things. Okay, so again, maybe they saw something or they heard something that made them question your feelings or made them question themselves, okay? Because again, you wouldn't be asking the question why if you didn't care what the answer was. So it's not to say your person doesn't have any interest in you. They do. But it's almost like they've had a lot of interest in you and they've had to tell themselves, like, I see them giving themselves like a talking to and being like, come on, group, excuse me, come on, group 2's person, or whatever their name is, like, come on, get it together. I just had James, by the way. I don't tend to channel names and I'm not going to keep going, but it's just what came into my head. So maybe for some of you, it is about a James, okay? But let's just say James as an example, they'd saying, come on, James, or come on, Jane, female version, pull yourself together, stop thinking about them. You've got things to do, you've got goals to complete, you've got other things that you need to focus on, you need to move your mind away from them right now, okay? Celebrations, their thoughts of you today. Flowers. So we've got be generous and succeed. Hold on. Be generous, success and emotional fulfillment are yours. And then you are ready to bring new exciting things into your life. Okay, so again, I feel like there's this element here at play where they, like I said, they're trying to focus on bringing in their own abundance into their life, focusing on their own personal projects or whatever it is that they need to do. Now, it could be somebody's birthday, okay? I've had a lot of birthday messages coming up lately, so I don't know whether this is just because it's Aries/Taurus season now. A lot of people that watch readings at this time, I have no idea, but just getting a lot of like birthday energy. Obviously, I do readings all year round, and obviously people have birthdays every single day, but for some reason, the last couple of weeks, I've definitely felt more of like celebratory birthday energy. So maybe even it's to do with like the beginning of the zodiac cycle. You could see the beginning of the year as Aries season. That's the start of the astrological season or cycle. So it could be that there is a lot of these new beginnings going on, okay? And maybe for your person, maybe they've started a new job, okay? So this might even be something they would want to celebrate with you. Maybe they had thoughts about this at different points. They may even want to share some of their news with you, okay? But definitely a lot about success coming through here. They do want success as a whole in their own life. So I do feel like they're striving to achieve success that is outside of your connection, okay? But for some of you, they may be thinking about giving you a gift, okay? Even though they've not been thinking about a lot, they may be thinking, maybe this would be a way in order to come together with group 1. Or maybe there will be some kind of a party. That's the thing. It could be someone else's. Maybe you've got mutual friends and they'll be having a party to celebrate something. And then they're thinking about seeing you at that event or that party. Or maybe, like, for instance, if you've been together before, maybe they have something of yours and they want to like give it back to you. But maybe that's a way of them clearing out, okay, doing this organization. Maybe they feel like it's a way of them cleansing so they can stop thinking about you so much. They may also be thinking about giving you flowers. That's another possibility here. But it's interesting because it's like there is that part of them that does want to be generous. They want to be able to show you their loving, generous, fun side. But in some way, they feel like they can't do that right now. Like either they're not in the right place or your relationship isn't in the right place to do that at this moment in time, okay? But let's just see what else is coming through about their thoughts of you today. Now, there's something about the way that you smell, okay? If you do know this person, you've met in person, it's like they think about your smell, or maybe they've been reminded of you, like they've walked past somebody, you know, like you get a whiff of someone's aftershave or perfume and it reminds you of people. Like there's something about, like the smell of flowers, okay? Like a sweet smell that's reminded them of you. And I feel like that actually annoys them, group 2. I feel like they don't want that because, again, they're trying not to think about you, okay? So, and if you haven't met, if this is like an online connection, maybe this might even be, maybe you told them your favorite flowers were like, what is that flower? Pink. Oh, I do know what it is and I can't remember. Let's just say pink hydrangeas or a red rose or something. And they know that that's your favorite flower. And then they keep seeing it everywhere today. Okay, something that is, something about either flowers or something sweet, a scent that is making them think about you. Okay. And then we've got surrender. Not surprised to see that whatsoever because, your person is in a place of surrendering today, group number 2, when it comes to their thoughts, okay? Speak truth. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that one at all. Okay, so that was definitely more surprising. Oh, so surrender and speak truth. So, I mean, that makes sense though, because there is this confusion here, okay? I feel like they want to speak with you, okay? They want to speak their truth. They want the truth from you. They want to have some kind of mental clarity. They definitely want an intellectual conversation with you, but at the same time, they feel like they have to let go. So they may actually be waiting for you, okay, group 2, to reach out to them, which I appreciate you may not want to do. All right, that was just one card that fell out, so I will take it. Oh my goodness, look at that. The Father of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like your person they don't want to be the one to reach out to you. Okay, so I feel like they would be receptive if you reached out to them, but for whatever their reasons are, right now, they don't feel like it's the time for them to communicate with you. They feel like, if anything, they need to be taking a step back, okay, to withdraw and be on the back burner because, again, they're surrendering. They're in this place where they're taking this breather. They're taking time out from the connection. Yeah, I mean, that confirms it too. 7 of Pentacles reversed. They're not willing to do anything right now, which, again, I appreciate must be frustrating to hear. Obviously, it depends on your personal circumstances, okay? But especially if you were the one to put in all the effort, you felt like you made all the time for them and they didn't reciprocate. So you may be like, well, it's unfair. Like it's like their turn, for instance. So you may be feeling like that, but they may be feeling like that too. That's the thing. They may be seeing things differently. They may see something they've done as being a way of them reaching out to you, maybe even in a passive way, and they feel like the ball is in your court. Okay, their thoughts of you today. 6 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, so they're really not feeling in the best way. Oh, and I've just seen this again. I saw this a minute ago on the bottom of the deck, and I've just seen it again. So there are real feelings there, okay? If that's something you're wondering, they do have genuine feelings. Even though I know I'm not looking at feelings today, I'm looking at their thoughts of you today. But the fact that this keeps coming through here, I do feel you're being guided to know that they do have reciprocal loving feelings, okay? Or feelings of affection, feelings of care. Although I don't feel like this has maybe gotten to like a very long-term or grounded point. This may have been a situationship or a talking stage or a one-night stand, okay? Or even just, it's like a beginning that I'm seeing here. But your person definitely feels something very, very strongly for you on an emotional level, but they feel in like this 3D reality right now. Things just aren't working out. Okay, they feel like I said, they feel like a failure. They feel like they've lost you, or they feel like they've lost the opportunity with you. So, yeah, they're very much deflated right now. They are in this I've given up stage. Okay, now I'm going to get some more message cards, but please do remember, like I said, this is how they feel today, or rather, these are their thoughts today. Their thoughts could be very different tomorrow. It could be very different the next day or next week. Obviously, it depends what happens in your connection. But this is what's going on in their mind about you today. Okay, if this has been making sense for you, please comment something yellow. Put a yellow emoji, whether it's a yellow flower, a yellow heart, sparkle emoji. Put something yellow, which lets me know that this has made sense for you. Of course, you can comment something else, or you can just like the video. That also lets me know that this has made sense. So thank you in advance for doing that. And remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Okay, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Interesting. Their thoughts of you today. I hope that you can forgive me one day. You were the best thing in my life. So, okay. They do feel, yeah, in some way they know that they were at fault here. Okay, they know that they've made a mistake because they hope that you can forgive them. So maybe you haven't outwardly forgiven them. Maybe you have on the inside, but maybe they're not sure whether you have on the outside. Maybe you've kept that to yourself, okay? Or maybe you feel like you've shown that you've forgiven them, but they still are holding on to it in some way. But yeah, I feel like your person sometimes can play the victim, okay? They get into this victim mode mentality where they feel like, oh, woe is me. It's, everything bad happens to me. Why do people do bad things towards me when I only do good? Okay, so there's a bit of that comes into play. And I feel like that may be why they've either iced you out or they've reacted the way that they have with you, because they were actually putting the blame on you. They were like, it's your fault, group 2. It's your fault I've acted this way. That's the kind of energy I get from this person. So, just be a bit cautious with them at times with that energy, because they need to learn a level of self-awareness, okay? Although they may actually be doing that, but there is a part of them that's in denial, I will say. They don't want to fully accept the responsibility of what they've done, because it's much easier to put the blame onto you or onto other people. But here they are recognizing that you were the best thing in their life, or you had the potential to be the best thing in their life, and they feel like they have fumbled the bag here, okay? They have fumbled the bag and they know it. Okay, and then this is the issue. And I can only imagine how frustrating it is for you, because it's like that. So you're telling me, group, you're telling me, Sophia, that they know they've screwed up and they've fumbled things, but yet they're not willing to do anything about it. And they're just going to hold back and wait for me to make the effort. So I appreciate how that must sound, but I'm just the reader. I am just the observer. This is not me, obviously. So I understand your frustration with this person, group 2, very clearly, but obviously it's your free will what you choose to do with them moving forwards. But if you're wondering whether they still care, they definitely do. They definitely still care about you, but they are in a place of loss, because even think about, this is past tense. You were the best thing in my life. So they do feel like it is past, like you have gone. They don't have another chance with you. So again, they are feeling very deflated. So I do feel like with your person, if you want a new beginning, you may have to be the one to initiate something with them. Okay, and obviously I'm not doing a reading on their intentions and what's happening moving forward. So I have other videos for that. And obviously comment below as well with any questions, suggestions. Obviously feel free to do so. But yeah, I just feel like I said, your person is holding back. They're trying to focus on themselves. They're surrendering right now. They're not willing to actually move forwards or do anything. Okay, so obviously it depends what you want to do with this information, but this is what I see for them today in their thoughts. So I really do hope that it resonated. Okay, and if you'd like me to look into the situation further for you, you can always book a personal reading with me. I offer email readings and video readings with all different topics, questions, different price points to fit your personal circumstances. So feel free to take a look at my website if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. Okay. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now. Hi, group 3. So let's take a look at your person's thoughts about you today. Okay, so what is on your person's mind about you today? Let's take a look, group 3. What is on your person's mind about you today? Appreciation. All tied up. Okay. What are their thoughts about you today? Anxiety. And the Angel of Strength. Okay. So, group number 3, your person's thoughts about you today. Okay, I feel like they may be a little bit obsessed with you. Okay, I feel like they can't stop thinking about you because thoughts of you are consuming them. Okay, this is how I feel like they are all tied up in these thoughts. And I think it breeds this sense of anxiety within them because, well, that's what anxiety is. It's overthinking, isn't it? It's overthinking about the future, worrying what's going to happen next, worrying how someone feels about you, trying to preemptively predict the next step always. You know, that can manifest in that form of anxiety for your person. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely worried about something when it comes to you. Now, maybe this makes sense to you because of how you've been acting, but of course, maybe not. And please just remember that throughout the reading. It may not make total sense because we're looking at your person's perspective, okay, which it may not be that easy to see clearly from, okay, because it's from their lens. But maybe it will make sense for you, especially if you know that there's been something that could have triggered them. Okay, I feel like they see you as incredibly attractive. Okay, I feel like they are having this deep sense of appreciation and love for you. Okay, I feel like they are admiring you, and I feel like they're looking at your photos today. Okay, whether this is your social media photos you've either taken together, or maybe even like a WhatsApp profile picture or something, if that's the messaging app that you use to talk. Okay, I just see them like staring at your photo, having these fantasies about it, but then actually working themselves up and feeling anxious. Okay, because they may start to feel like maybe they're not good enough for you, because it's like the more they fantasize about you, the more of a pedestal they put you on. Okay, and it's really never a good thing or a healthy thing to put anybody on a pedestal or to be on somebody else's pedestal, because you can't live up to the fantasy. You can't expect somebody to live up to that fantasy. It'll never meet. Okay, but let's see what's coming through about their thoughts about you today. And I will come to that Angel of Strength as well. I just want to get some more information first. So we've got Mercury messages, which I'm actually not surprised to see because they are heavily thinking about you today. Okay, we've got the 4th house and home. Now, for some of you, this might be that they're actually triggered more to think about you when they're at home. Okay, because oftentimes that is the case. Now, obviously, it's different. Certain people that work from home, it's different. But I feel like this is about them being at home in their downtime. They're thinking about you. So maybe this is also the time, you know, when they're scrolling through social media the most or something. Or they're able to take their time and to look at your photos. Okay, but it's like, look at this. They've got this burning desire for you. Okay, group 3, that fire is burning so brightly here. Wow. Oh my God. And just as I said that, the sun, right over the Angel of Strength card, which is double Leo, double sun, double Leo energy. So your person could have strong Leo in their chart. You could also. Okay, but it's interesting because the sun, it represents happiness and vitality and again strength and fun. But then there's the anxiety that's attached to it. So again, it's like maybe they're fantasizing too much. They're thinking about all of these good times, these times that either you've had or times that they hope that you'll have in the future. But then maybe this is like reality hits them and they're like, oh, hold on a minute, this is just a fantasy. Or maybe they won't want to do these things with me. Maybe they're not as interested in me as I thought they were. Or whatever these thoughts are, it's starting to make them doubt themselves, starting to make them worry at times. But then it's also strange to me because I do feel they've got a level of confidence about this. Like I feel like almost like they feel confident that either you're the one. Okay, so they may be, telling themselves that you're the one. Even though they may have these moments of anxiety, they still as a whole feel like you are my person. You are the one. You're the one that makes me happy. You're the one that I feel like I can shine around. Because I also get the sense with your person that since you've connected with them, they've actually overhauled their life in some way. They've made some changes here. They've adapted their life in a way, all off the back of knowing you. So they may have, for instance, cut certain addictions out of their life. They may have, made some healthier choices. They may have chosen a new career path, or they're doing something differently because of knowing you. Okay, which I think is a great compliment to you, group number 3, okay, because the impact you have on this person is incredibly positive, even though, of course, there is some pain associated with this. But that's the natural ebb and flow of thoughts, isn't it? Because we'll have, these lovely stream of positive thoughts, and then sometimes they'll be followed with negative thoughts. And I feel like that's what's going on with your person here a little bit. Like, they feel really confident, they feel really strong. They're like, yes, this is my person, this is it, we're going to move forwards. And then, actually, not sure. Maybe they don't like me as much as I thought, or maybe we won't work out, or maybe we're not as compatible, or whatever these thoughts, it feels like they can sabotage your person at times from actually progressing with this and moving forwards. But they do want to speak to you, okay, with the Mercury messages. They do want to speak to you, and I feel like they've actually been composing a message to send to you. Now, whether they've sent it or not, I'm not sure. So this could be why you're watching this, okay? Especially if they have reached out, you're wondering, I wonder why they've reached out. What are they thinking? Okay. If they haven't reached out to you yet, they're definitely considering it, okay? Or like I said, they're composing it and waiting for the right moment to actually reach out and say something. Okay, so we've got well-deserved reward. Hermit, Virgo energy there. The 2 of Cups. Okay, your person is in love with you. Okay, I definitely feel like your person is in love with you. I don't feel like there's any other way to say that. Okay, this may be a new love, okay, but there is love there. We've got seek the truth in reverse, and then, oh my God, the solar plexus. Again, right underneath, this is like triple sun, triple Leo, triple solar plexus energy. So again, your person is definitely confident. They may even be a little bit cocky at times. Like, there's something about them feeling very sure of themselves, mostly when it comes to you. These are just their thoughts, remember, right? Their thoughts of you today. Predominantly, they seem very positive. Like, they're dreaming about you, they're fantasizing, they're thinking about coming together, they feel confident. Okay, I feel like this is the type of person that would want to show you off. Like, they may want to post you on their socials, or they want to take you out to meet their friends and family, or they maybe even want to travel somewhere hot with you, take you on a holiday or a trip. Okay, they could even be fantasizing about being on a holiday with you, spending that quality time with you in the sun. Okay, so yeah, definitely there's a confidence there. Now, maybe this is again based on how you've been acting towards them, which makes them feel confident. Okay, they might feel like they've received the validation they need from you, or the confirmation that you are interested in them too. So yeah, if maybe you've expressed something to them, maybe you've given them like a hint or something that's made them realize, they want me too. So that's definitely given them a confidence boost. I mean, if you've done nothing, it's funny to me that your person is still so confident about this, okay, depending on your situation. But I feel like as a whole, they're a very confident person. Like, they know themselves. They've got a very strong character. Like, they know who they are. This person doesn't have any kind of like identity crisis issues. Like, they're very sure of themselves. Okay. They know that if they want something, they have to put in the work. They have to put in the time and the effort. And there's somebody that is definitely willing to do that. They're willing to go the extra mile when they know that they want something and they're going after it. Now, I feel like that works for them very well in a practical sense, in their work, in their practical goals, in their health and fitness, for example. But when it comes to when it comes to relationships, I feel like this is where they may struggle a little bit, okay? Because we do have this delusional energy with this 7 of Swords, seek the truth. So sometimes this person likes to see things a certain way rather than looking at things as they really are. But that's what plays into fantasy. Obviously, that's what fantasy is. It's imagining what you desire your future to be, okay, rather than looking at what is. So and it makes sense, obviously, again, in streams of their thoughts. At points, they're focused on the reality of things. At points, they're focused on the fantasy and what they desire things to be. But yeah, like I said, it does send them into a bit of a tailspin at points. Certainly throughout today, there's been moments where they felt very anxious, and you may have actually been able to pick up on that, especially if you felt like anxious and it came out of nowhere. That could be you empathically picking that up from your person today, group 3. So yeah, maybe take some time to think back over the last 24 hours and see, have I just felt that sudden rush of anxiety for no apparent reason, or a sudden rush of excitement for another reason, or passion, because there's definitely passion here with the Leo, but there's also emotion. It's kind of like you got the whole bag here. We've got an intellectual connection. They want to speak with you, they want to see you in person, they're attracted to you, they want to practically put in the time and the effort, but they also feel emotion. I feel like they want to spend some time at home. Specifically, I'm picking up your home, group number 3. Maybe they've been to your home before and they want to spend more time there. Or maybe they haven't been to your home, but they want to see it, or they want to spend time in it. Maybe they feel like their home isn't ready yet, or maybe it's not up to scratch in some way. I don't know. Or maybe they feel too vulnerable or too exposed with you being in their home right now. So it's something about them wanting to come to you, to be in your home. Okay, so let's get some more information about their thoughts today. Okay. Let's take a look. If this is making sense for you, by the way, please do comment a red emoji. Could be any red emoji of your choosing, but that'll just help me to know that this made sense for you, that I'm on the right path. You can always give the video a like as well, which lets me know that this makes sense for you. Okay, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support really does mean the world to me. Okay. So, we have thinker, there it is. Not surprised to see that for your person today, okay? Because, they are thinking about you. Because that's the thing, just because we're looking at their thoughts doesn't mean necessarily that they're going to be thinking about you a lot. Obviously, it depends, you can look through the other piles. You can see, each pile, each reading is very different. But your person, group 3 today, is thinking about you, like a lot. So you may be picking up on that. You may be sensing that from them, but they're definitely thinking about you. We've got higher power, lots of 4s coming through here. So they may be seeing the number 4 in synchronicity when it comes to you. Exchanging gifts. And to the sea. Now, this has been an interesting theme, and unusually, and I know other readers have this as well, but there's usually like one theme throughout all piles. And this theme is something connected to gifts, okay? Something connected to a birthday, to a celebration. Like I said, there's a lot about that I'm picking up at the moment in general, about celebrations and birthdays and new beginnings, okay? So it could be that it was one of your birthdays recently, or there's a celebration that's about to take place. But this may also be that they're thinking of buying you something. But it's like your person, they would want an even exchange, okay? They want to feel like, what they're giving, they're also receiving. And not because they want to give in order to receive, but they want to feel like things are fair. Like, they don't want to feel like they're over-investing into something that they're not going to receive anything back from. So, again, I feel like this comes down in part to your person's level of confidence, their confidence in themselves, because there's a part of them where they know they're a catch. They know they're a catch. They know that they actually have a lot to offer, just in general, but also they know they have a lot to offer you. Now, not necessarily financially, maybe for some of you that is the case, but they know what they have to give, but they want to make sure that it's the right time, or I feel like they know that you're the right person to give it to. But there's something about the timing here. Like I said, I feel like your person, they're so motivated. They're so... what's the word? Not strong. I mean, they are strong, but what was the word I'm trying to think of here? Focused. Like when they want to achieve something, they're so good at that usually, right? They have that there in abundance. They know they want to do that. But then I feel like when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, they really do struggle, okay? It's like they can become a little bit weird, maybe a bit shy. Like, I always think about this with a crush, for instance. Like, there's like the pendulum. Think about the pendulum swinging. If you have a crush on somebody, like, and you don't want them to know about it, you could actually end up swinging so far pretending that you don't like them, and it may even appear that you actually hate them or that you don't have any like for them because you're trying so hard to not show how much you care about them. So yeah, it could be a little bit of that is going on with your person here, okay? That they feel like they have to have a stronger demeanor when it comes to you, even though they are a very strong person as a whole. They're very independent, like I said, very sure of themselves. And I feel like they could have other options as well if they wanted to, but they seem focused on you. But like I said, they're just not sure. I feel like those niggling doubts do get in the way sometimes, okay? Okay, we've got get wild. Their thoughts of you today. Share wisdom. Okay, so there may be something that they do want to actually say to you. There may be something about what's going on in their life that they want to share. Maybe something that they've learned about themselves or learned about you, they feel like they want to share. But I'm also drawn into the fact that this is a tree and it's like it's just been planted because it's like the beginning of this tree growing. So there's something about this stability and growth that I see here that I feel like they are really wanting, and something that they've been thinking about with you. But there's also, like I said, this very fun side to your person, okay? And I feel like they see this fun side within you, this wild side, this exciting side, you know, where you do things out of the norm, or, you know, you unleash that sort of wild lion, untamed cat within, okay? They really want to see that from you. Two of Cups. That's interesting because that's come through as well in every reading today. Okay, now what I will say though is that it's reversed. Okay, so I'll get more information first. What are they thinking about you today? What are they thinking about you today? Father of Swords. Okay. Ooh, Two of Swords. And the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Okay, your person wants to come in. Okay, I feel like they want to communicate with you. I feel like they feel like they may need to be the one to reach out to you. Okay, but then this Two of Swords can be a block here. So it may be, for instance, if they are blocked, if you've blocked them, they may want to speak to you, but then they feel like they can't because they're blocked. Okay, or maybe they blocked you. And so if they blocked you, they're thinking about unblocking you. Okay, or if they've been silent with you, they're thinking about breaking that silence. Because it may also be that they feel like if they blocked you or iced you out or went cold, like that was what caused your relationship to come to an end, okay? Or your situationship or talking stage to not materialize into something. Definitely something about a communication block here. But I feel like your person is ready to release that, okay? Maybe they've been doing some conscious work on releasing blocks, okay? But let's see what's coming through in your person's thoughts today. I would say this person is like the most obsessed, the most like thinking about you a lot out of all of the piles. I will wait for a sign from you. Okay. Just being near you is intoxicating. And I know I messed up everything. So yeah, like I said, they know that they've screwed up. If they ghosted, if they went quiet, if they blocked, like they know that they screwed up with you, okay? But yeah, they feel quite addicted almost. Being near you is intoxicating. So yeah, I feel like they want to be close to you. They feel the electricity with you, okay? And it's like when you think about being intoxicated, it's like being drunk, okay? Like they feel drunk, they feel high when they're around you. So they may even be thinking about that, like they want to get drunk with you, they want to get high with you, they just want to, like I said, get wild, get loose, have fun, you know, embrace each other, embrace the wild times within for both of you. But then, like I said, there is a part of them that has doubts. They're going to wait for a sign from you. So today, even though they're thinking about reaching out to you, I feel like there's a part of them that is waiting for some signal that you will receive them. And you may be wondering, group, they're like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to give them a message? Especially if I'm blocked, or for instance, if they don't post anything that I can respond to, or like, I don't know. It's like they expect you to unlock the door without having a key. That's kind of what I'm sensing from your person, that they kind of want you to jump through. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're testing you to see if you'll jump through a certain level of hoops in order to like gain their attention, which of course you may or may not be willing to do, group 3, but Remember, I'm just coming from a place of observation. It's up to you what you choose to, how you choose to take it. But yeah, I feel like they are waiting for a sign. And if they receive a sign from you, I feel like they will come in. Okay. But again, you may decide, I don't want to do anything. Like, they know that they need to come in. They know that they were the ones to screw up. So they're going to have to do more. Like, I'm not going to put in any more effort. They're going to have to bite the bullet and move towards me. Okay. But like I said, it's like your person's confidence is great up until when it comes to reaching out to you. Because, you can have people that are doing even like, say, a super dangerous job, for a living, or they're an adrenaline junkie, in their free time. But then when it comes to like asking someone out or messaging someone, it's like rejection, really, because it can be one of the absolute worst pains any human being can go through. And I feel like it's probably, as human beings, our biggest fear is rejection or failure. And so, yeah, as confident as they may be, and as confident as they are in the connection, they're just not too sure at this moment as to how receptive you're going to be with them. So yeah, today, like I said, this might change tomorrow. They may decide, you know what, I'm just going to do it and bite the bullet. Okay, but in their thoughts today about you, they feel like they're going to wait for a sign to see if there's something. Maybe this is even a spiritual sign. They're waiting for some kind of message from you to give them the green light to go ahead. So there it is. That's what I see for you, Group 3. Please let me know in the comments if it resonates. Would love to know your thoughts. And remember, you can always book a personal reading with me if you want to get more information on this, obviously specifically and custom made for you personally. I offer email readings and video readings. Lots of different choices, price points for you to choose from. So take a look at my website if you're interested. The link to my website is in the description box. Okay, I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.